because when we speak about countryside, we want to have more people here, but this app can probably also be used to how to get pregnant.
Yes.
So it can be very helpful in the countryside. Thank you. I think that's my angle on this is that I'm from Copenhagen and came to Skive as a young guy, 14-year-old. My parents moved here, and then I've been away for university and living near Aalborg, big town, and then came back here 10 years ago. My wife is a priest in a small village called Jebjerg, and one of her major jobs is to baptize, partly, or more to bury. And she's speaking to people and the families of losing people who were farmers, who moved into the small village when they sold their farm, and who moved into small village and now they're dead, and the farms are principle gone. When you speak to these families, and when I speak to kids from farmers, as you for instance, if I spoke to you about it, most remember their childhoods as a special childhood working in the countryside. My parents were always busy, but they were always there. We had pleasure working, we had a lot of working hours, we had a nice life. There was not a lot of money, but it was happy. This is a story we hear. And then this is one angle of my story. The other angle of my story is I work with young people who are who are not theoretical well educated and who will be going out trying to get jobs in our area. They're not very mobile, and there's no jobs because our areas are slowing down kind of. And then I had the wonderful experience with some of our friends who is farmers. I've got a 30-cow farm and was one of the starters of Tise, Paul, and I got to help him because he was sick. He's only 73 years old and farming, but he had to have operation. So I got to be part-time milker, and I had my own experience working with cows and the way of relaxing, working with animals. And I had the possibility of looking into their books, their finances, and they had this farm for 4 years, something like, raised 3 kids, and they have a positive result every year, and they're not poor, they don't owe a lot, and they don't live a high life, but they've got a life. And so this putting together got me to wonder and talking to others about why do we have a problem of getting people to our area if there is a farm life which can be attractive for new farmers. And then when you ask others, and big farmers, and ask bankers, then the automatic answer is a farm needs to be big to be financially viable. So we I don't know why that was the right word though, but then we worked on that, and we got a grant from Grasslands, which is the organization of ecological organic farmers, a small grant. And the first phase of our project was this about the finance, how does it look? And we picked up 10 small farms and looked through the accounts, and all of them had black numbers, as we say, positive finance. And then we put together a structure, how could you do a 30-cow farm? And then we organized a budget seminar with a professional budget woman who made the budget, and actually we could do this part. And with the luck and a lot of talking, we got a grant from the Velux and Lillum foundations of 5 million kroners for a 5-year project to try to establish one or more small farms to show that this is possible. And we choose Eastern Salling because it's near the big city of Tise, who's got a creamery, a dairy, which we cooperate, or think we will be cooperating with. And then we in my production school, we made a farming part where we have been starting. We've got 53 animals, youngsters, and cows getting ready to be milked in April next year. And putting this structure together, and now we are in the last phase of buying a farm just outside Tise to have our first prototype. And when I speak about village sizes and why do people want to go to a village and so, then when I go to Aarhus and ask the friends of my kids who are the 25, 30-year-old age, they say, oh, this sounds lovely, this kind of life. Oh, farming and having a day with the nature, and you could have your kids with you, and that's wonderful. And how do we do this within the Ringe, if you know which is, how do we do this within center of town? And then when I asked, why do you need to center of town? Oh yeah, my friends are here. And it's too far in the countryside. So we had to have this extra angle in our project called a klynge or a group, that if it should be successful, it's not one farm, then it's 15, 10, 20 farms of similar type, so that when you want to be a farmer in Easter Salling or this small family farm like, then you know there's some neighbors doing the same. So you don't have to go within Ringe because there's neighbors you can speak to, or maybe you have same friends and so on. And this is the way we hope to do it attractive. So